I've got the co-stars of the new film, Honey Dripper, in the studio. Charles Dutton is here, along with Yaya da Costa.
It's themed, you know, on one sense about blues and then the birth of rock and roll rhythm and blues, and do you stay old school, you know, and cement yourself with the old blues music, or do you go with the times? The story basically is that Danny owns a juke joint in 1950 Alabama. They call them clubs now, I guess, but in those days they were juke joints, and I play his partner, and we're used to playing live music in our place and old blues singers, and nobody's listening to them anymore. The guy down the road puts a jukebox in his joint, and people are putting 10 cents in to listen to rock and roll and rhythm and blues records. So they're getting all the play, nobody's in our joint, and we concoct a plan to get back on top by hiring a young guitar player who we have masquerading as a famous, well-known guitar player, but this kid isn't. But yet the kid is just as good as the famous guitar player. And we draw in a big crowd and we save the juke joint. But on top of that, it's about you know, Danny Glover's character's struggle to stay afloat, to be independent and self-sufficient, and raise his family, and to gamble on his daughter's school savings, and so it's full of it is indeed a classic African American film.
Well, I tell you what,
an intelligent comedy and a classic African American film.
Yaya, you did the 3rd season of America's Next Top Model, and you really did a fantastic job in the film. And you played China Doll. Tell me about your character.
China Doll. China Doll is the owner of the club, played by Danny Glover, as Charles said, his stepdaughter, and she just loves her daddy. She helps him out around the club, but her real dream is to become a beautician and to travel the world and see new things. So she gets a chance, unbeknownst to her, actually. She's part of her father's little plan, little scheme, but she gets to practice her skills, so that part is fun and was fun for China Doll to do. Yeah, and with this story, you see kind of the growth of a very young, naive teenager.
You all have done so much in your career, so what did it feel like to do a film like this?
Well, you know, working with John Sayles is a joy. You know, I mean, John is the last of the maverick independent filmmakers. You know, he's made over 16 movies, and they're all very interesting, very classic in nature. And so, you know, when you work independent movies, any independent movies, you don't do them for money.
Okay.
You know, you don't make any money doing an independent movie. You do them for the love of it. And in this particular thing, it was a great script, great characters. You know, Danny and I, you know, have known each other nearly 30 years, and we've never worked together. This is the first time we've ever worked together. And when I met Yaya on the set and watched her work, I said, what a terrific young actress. So good, in my opinion, that I said the next film I direct, I was going to cast her as the star of the film.
Oh, wow.
And we worked together in a film called Racing for Time on the Lifetime Network. It will air February 16th. Yaya is the star of that movie as well, and she's absolutely sensational. And so you know, it's a kind of film you know you don't do it for money, but you walk away from it knowing you've done something special. You know, knowing you've really done something special. It may not be a huge, big box office blowout, you know, across the country, but you know you've delivered a piece of art in your film career, and that's actually nowadays rare to do a piece of art on film. You can do it on the stage, you know, but very rarely in television and film do you get to do these kind of pieces.
Well, Yaya, I know that you did season 3 of America's Next Top Model. How is this different? I know it was, you know, that's reality TV, and this is actually getting a chance to explore your craft. So what did it feel like to kind of get into a 1950s setting as young as you are?
Well, really, one has absolutely nothing to do with the other.
Right.
I mean, completely different experiences, but even though I had been acting, you know, doing a little bit of film and theater since the age of 11, this, I really feel, almost in the sense of being born again. I felt like this was the first experience that I had at this level, like Charles said, doing such great art and being surrounded by such great actors, and I learned so much from them during the process.